Alright,
Yay.
welcome everybody to Corvus Quig's Bird of the Day. Joined today by my good friend Bentai, who I believe is doing either his 5th or 6th Bird of the Day today.
It could be. I'm thinking the 6 at this point. It's been a while.
But today Bentai and I have been playing a little bit of golf. And of course, golf terms have to do with birds, if you're under par. Of course, 1 under par, nice birdie. This could be any kind of bird. Are we doing 2 under par today? No, I'm not doing 2 under par. Gotta save that for the 4th of July. So what do we have today? Well, we are 3 under par with today's bird. We are doing the Wandering Albatross. That's right.
Yeah.
In golf, an albatross is 3 under par. Sometimes it's referred to as a double eagle, but if an eagle is 2 under par, wouldn't a double eagle be 4 under par? Never.
All I know is Double Eagle is a steakhouse out here.
Oh, it sounds good. But
It is really
today
good.
we are talking about the Wandering Albatross, and this is a really interesting bird. I had a lot of fun. Researching this one. This is some pretty interesting facts about the Wandering Albatross. Let me tell you. Look at those guys. So, they average 47 inches long from beak to the end of tail. So, I mean, that's almost 4 feet. That's pretty big. But it's not their length from beak to tail that's impressive. It's the tip of their wing to the tip of their other wing. 10-foot, 2-inch wingspan on average.
That's a big wingspan.
That's a big wingspan. The males are slightly larger than the females, so the males weigh about 20 pounds, and the females weigh average about 16 pounds. And so these are actually pretty long-lived birds. They live over 50 years, and they actually don't even become sexually mature until age 11. So, in terms of overall lifespan and, where they hit their standard life markings, this is probably one of the latest delayed birds out there. Long lifespans and, much later breeding periods than pretty much any other bird. So, I think that's pretty interesting. You look at them there. You might think I hate them. Why? Well, they kind of look like seagulls, don't they?
A little bit.
They're not seagulls. They're not even in the same order as seagulls. But they have similar looks to them. Because, they got those beaks that are good for fishing and got those white heads for sailing. And so, interesting thing down there, most of the time when I'm showing where do these birds live, I'm displaying them on land. And you see the parts of the land and countries and stuff where they occupy. But Corvus, that map down there is all ocean. That's right, these are ocean birds. They hang out in the southern hemisphere oceans and only go on land for short periods of time. Basically, you see where those areas are touching there? You'll find them on the coasts in those areas during breeding season. That's pretty much it.
Wow.
Other than that, they'll swim in the ocean and, more importantly, fly over the ocean. So, we're talking about that 10-foot 2-inch wingspan. Well, that is the largest average wingspan of any bird in the world. That's right. The Wandering Albatross is the champion of wingspans.
That's really impressive.
The world record albatross of the Wandering Albatross had a 13-foot, 10-inch wingspan. Like, holy crap. I mean, you take 2 average height human beings, put them end to end, still not as long as your wingspan.
God.
It's crazy. Well, that wingspan gives them a huge advantage. These guys are pretty much the perfect gliders. They can fly hours. I mean, we're talking like 12 plus hours without ever flapping their wings. Can you believe that? I mean, just hang out in the sky. As they go over the oceans, they have the jet streams, and they just catch those jet streams, and they just go. They just go. Soaring through the air. Not having to flap their wings too much. And the thing is that when they get into the position where they're soaring like that, they're not using any muscular effort to hold their wings that way. So they're basically just flying and just chill. You just chill. Just sit there and relax. I I think that's pretty neat. And this was unbelievable. I found this fact in several places because I couldn't believe it. I had to verify it. So, baby albatross is born, fledges, decides to take flight, and after its first couple flights, it may not touch land again for 6 years.
Wow.
Now, it'll touch water, but they'll basically just fly and swim and fly and swim and spend most of their time flying. It's flying and flying. Pretty crazy. It's amazing how much time they spend in the air. It's astounding, really. And I think something that's pretty neat is that the albatross, once they find a mate, they mate for life. And 50+ lifespan. I think that's pretty impressive. For long monogamy, it's pretty good for them. So of course there are ocean birds, and you're like, well, ocean birds, it's like, are they getting enough nutrition and especially hydration off of, just eating fish? Surely they need some fresh water for drinkies. And most birds, that'd be true. The albatross. The albatross has special glands in its head, and when it drinks water, those glands filter the seawater, and so they can drink ocean water and still be hydrated by it because the gland filters out the salt. That's pretty neat.
I want that gland.
They got desalination plants right in their head.
Damn.
And it doesn't even require a lot of energy. It's pretty neat. Yeah. And then another really interesting thing is that they will go down and they'll scoop up fish and cephalopods and stuff and swallow them pretty much whole. But those that can be pretty tough to do and digest properly. So their stomachs actually are far more highly acidic than most animals' stomachs. So their stomach acid does most of the breaking down and digestion of food. Yeah, really, really high pH level for an animal. I mean, not it's not hydrochloric acid.
Yeah,
but it's still their stomach acid is much more acidic than most animals, and it really helps them digest all those fish. I think pretty neat, pretty darn neat.
Yeah. So I'm jealous with the whole ability to filter seawater thing. I want that. Yeah.
And to be able to fly. Okay, I'm telling you, crows fly. You watch them. Yeah, we do a little bit of soaring. We're flapping our wings pretty often. We don't have the best wing to body weight ratios out there.
Not really, no.
We gotta
It's
flap
okay.
our wings a lot. The albatross, you get up to height, they're fine. Just cruise. They literally can sleep while flying.
What?
Yeah, they can sleep while flying.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, the albatross. I gotta say, the wandering albatross, pretty fascinating bird.
They really are.
They're
My
really
goodness.
Cool. I mean, you think it's just like, okay, yeah, they got the world record for largest wingspan, but what else do they got going for them? Turns out quite a bit. Quite a bit. In popular culture, the albatross is pretty famously known by sailors. It was an old sailor's superstition that killing an albatross was considered bad luck, and that if a pirate was cursed or something, that they would hang an albatross around their neck, and it would be a curse. Something that you hear this mentioned in quite frequently would be the old poem turned Iron Maiden song, Rime of the Ancient Mariner. One of my favorites. Albatross is heavily mentioned in that poem, and of course the song is based off the poem, so yeah, albatross hanging around your neck. It's an old idiom, and it's pretty interesting. And yeah, I like it. So my thoughts on the wandering albatross, I gotta say, pretty fascinating, pretty great bird. I mean,
yeah,
I might go as far to say this is my favorite water bird.
Oh, that's
Top
there's a lot of water birds out there for that. A lot out there for that too.
That's right, ducks. Get the fuck down to tier 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that.
Albatross, wandering albatross. Pretty friggin' cool bird. Pretty friggin' cool. I love them. I love the wandering albatross. No, they do not get the title of, honorary corvid. That would be ridiculous. But
Yeah, no.
yeah, but there's, top tier water bird. I think it's an honor. Congratulations, albatross. You are the best water bird. Although, oh boy, it's gonna be a tough competition at some point because I mean, I still haven't covered the puffin.
Ooh. We haven't, have we? No.
Puffins are pretty cute.
They really are.
And, you know what? There's still so many species of penguins I haven't covered, and I think it's the Adelaide penguin. Oh, I love those guys. Those guys are pretty great. But, yeah. What do you think about the albatross, Bentai?
I think it's a great shot in golf if you can get it.
Oh, yeah. Either of us can get a 3-under on this next course.
Yeah, right.
Amazing.
It definitely is a very neat bird. I was not aware that both how long the fact that it can sleep while flying. That still kind of breaks my brain a bit here. Like how?
I don't think they do like a good long 8 hours sleep.
I'm sure
like
no,
but they
but still
need to have a quick nap, and they probably will only do it if they're flying with other albatrosses, just as
yeah.
thing. But yeah, I mean, just a fact. It's just like a flamingo standing on one leg expends no effort. Well, an albatross gliding expends no effort.
That's wild. That really is cool. Very neat bird.
Could you imagine flying taking as much effort as lying down?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Crows don't have it so easy, but that's why we've got the better brains. We're a lot smarter than the albatross. I mean, I have to say, if there's one downside of the wandering albatross, is they are the smartest birds in the world. But they're uniquely adapted for what they need to do, and they're doing okay. Of course, they're facing the same issues as, because they're so primarily based in the ocean, with warming trends and a lot of garbage in there and pollution, that's the biggest threat to them. They're considered near threatened. So they're decreasing, but they're not endangered yet. But, I hope they stick around for a while.
I hope so, yeah.
Albatross,
come up. Oh yes.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna call this bird of the day done.
I think so.
If you're watching this on YouTube, if you want to see more bird of the day videos, just check out the playlist, and if you give me a like and subscribe, you'd yeah. That's bird of the day.